the same. We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and we'll see Christian Watson. He was a game breaker last week, over 200 yards receiving. It's the Packers and the Saints coming up next.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1950. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center. After 9 seasons as a Raider, Derek Carr is the guy.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara across midfield and bulldozing his way through. Alvin Kamara, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for, because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away, because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Love. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. First down, going to the air with Love. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Again, it's Love. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate. Taking it right down Broadway. Across midfield. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. His second touchdown of the game, his third of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just 3 yards shy of the end zone.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. Now Love. That's held in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Carlson's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 33 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all our fans who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, we get a look at the 2023 draft class for the Packers. And if you think about their last 13 picks they've had in the first round, 12 of them have been on the defensive side of the ball. But still, plenty of new weapons to throw to on offense as well.
You're right about that, but they did go defense right out of the gate with Lucas Van Ness out of Iowa. Another big-time pass rusher. They hope he acclimates quickly. But how about them trying to help out their new starting quarterback, boosting their passing game? Tight end Luke Musgrave, slot receiver Jaden Reed, tight end Tucker Kraft. All of them should get immediate playing time.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Love to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is the breakaway from Michael Thomas. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down. Didn't. He's got him in. Complete. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Green Bay Packers. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Jaden Reed, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Saints to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Carr going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Carr's throw caught by Olave. There he goes, right side. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Saints. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And you look at the Saints defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. Alvin Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying.
And got his man, complete. Down the right sideline. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here. And it's being done by him. And, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. Now Carr. Slant pass complete to Olave. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love now.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
2nd and 6. Throwing. Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Love.
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers are back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense. Is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Carr now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up being complete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. On 4th down, Love. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Through the middle of the field. He's got a full head of steam on his horse.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And simple.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
To throw is Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Following the
reception. Love. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Love looking to throw it. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Love. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to come.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Love. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Going back to Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Saints.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing now is Carr. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got the 1st down and more. Touchdown! Taysom Hill, 67 yards. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 1st down, Love to pass. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached half, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Love now to pass on first down. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 2-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Carr. Olave holds it in. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Carr, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Carr. And that will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here comes Rager. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1st down, going to the air with Love. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. Touchdown! Luke Musgrave, 31 yards. And the Packers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Touchdown, Saints! Michael Thomas with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical in the second half. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That's how you're far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have moved out in front. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches. Here's Carr. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hunkering up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going.
Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of stop?
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Carr now on first down. And that's incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And pressure gets to him again. Quay Walker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Packers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Carr.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And this returnable for Rager.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Love.
And this is taken in at the 5. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Love. Toward the end zone, but that
That's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their foot.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. On the return, here's Shaheed. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. Carr now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lucas Van Ness collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Now Carr changing the formation. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. York now for the extra point.
York for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So the drive there took 6 plays. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And, boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Past the 20, 10, 5, and it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, 43 yards. And the Packers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
Oh, no.
We'll throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Oh, it stays up. And Winston lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a play fake. Carr. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Love now to pass on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're...
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Carr now to throw. Out route to Hill, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And as this defense walks off the